Hi, everybody. It is Terri Suzuki of Kigaru Spiritual Journeys and SunPsychic Jean here to be your connection to spirit. So, Jean, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I did a show earlier today with Gerald, and it was our Enlightened Insights show, and it was a lot of fun. We had some great readings going on, so I'm all primed and ready.
Oh,
It was really impactful messages coming through today, so I'm curious to see what might come through.
I'm glad. Gerald is so fun. He's so much fun. So I like that. Well, I've been going to fairs and doing private readings and being on Scott's show. Hey, thanks for coming to Scott's show. That was lovely.
Yeah, Scott Scorpio Santoro and Terry was on there recently. If you didn't catch that show, please do go on back and check that out. Um, my psychic fair season is coming up in April, and I have two in April. So I have boom boom started off with a
Mhm.
bang. So I'm going in full force, 100%, both feet, and it just goes on from there. There's April, May, June. I have at least one and sometimes two in every month between now and October. But then I
Oh,
don't have any in. I don't know if they're going to have a December one or not. We'll see.
yeah.
But it usually, yeah. So I'm looking forward to the psychic fair season. It really is. You learn so much, is what I love about it.
Oh, yes. Yes. We really learn a lot there that because we get to be right close to the person we're talking, so the energy really flows well. It's really fun. Well, let's greet a few people. I see Nancy Ray. Thanks for coming, and Craig. Uh, Hi, Lori. Hi, Amy Warrior Princess. Let's see, Karmic Karen. I got to read you yesterday. Um, Mary Clem, Priscilla Lamical, Lois Hager, and Perot Forever, Lark Kemper. Oh, Lark Kemper, I haven't seen you in a long time. Angels Above, Shar Goldberg Clark, and Mere Dragon, Gary for Grace. So many people here. If I missed you, just know that, oh, Don Turner, we have seen your names and we're glad you're here. And I think because that we have already have a lot of questions, I think we won't use the chooser today. And so I've starred your questions and they're in the hopper, so to speak. And then we will use spirit to kind of figure out which ones we're going to choose. And some might be more. I just noticed, Karmic Karen, you have a kind of a question that has to do with Aquarius. That's not exactly my forte, but it's a more Jean's forte. So that's great. Hi,
We can see
Garnet.
what spirit has to say about it. That's what we
Yes,
can
I
do.
can do that part, but I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not great at the astrology stuff.
So, Terry, do you mind if I tell them really quick about my next event that's coming?
Yes, please.
So, I have my next event is going to be Meet Your Power Animal. And I'm just making this bigger so it's easier to see. And if you want to come over to my website, it is sunpsychicjean.com. Come over to this events tab, and you'll see this is where it says Meet Your Power Animal. It's on Sunday, March 22nd. Starts at 2 in the afternoon Eastern, 11 in the morning Pacific. And what we're going to do is we're going to learn a little bit about the power animal, why there's a power animal, what it means, where it came from, what traditions that usually, are associated with power animals. And then we're going to go through a guided meditation and we're all going to meet our own power animal. once we meet our power animal, we're going to discuss the power animals once we come back out of the meditation. So the meditation won't be the majority. It might be like about 15 minutes, 20 minutes. So you'll learn about it. You'll go into the meditation. And then afterwards, there's going to be enough time for discussion and comparison and sharing our stories. Because I know sharing, we all learn so much from sharing each other's stories and experiences. So I'm very excited about that. Also, just as a reminder, too, that I have a psychic study practice group coming up on March 29th, and that's at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific. If anybody is a member of mine, you are able to attend either of these events at half off. And I already put the coupon code in the members only posts on my YouTube channel. So if you want to attend these events at half off, you can become a member first and then you can attend them half off. Or if you don't want to become a member, that's fine too. And I did just explain to everybody how to make sure that they are open to receiving a gift membership. I don't know if you saw that, but it's a little thing. It's a little thing. So I just wanted to tell everybody. If anybody has any questions, you can go over to this contacts on Psychic Jean and you can just email me here and this will come right directly to my email. All right. That's what I have for you.
Well, Jean, I would have loved to have a class like that to know about power animals, because I don't know if you remember when we first started learning together, and I learned the wrong thing about power animals. I thought they all had to be fierce to protect us. And for after I thought that, for the next 3 months, when I would read somebody, their power animal would tease me. Like I thought they had to be so fierce. So one time somebody had a spider as a power animal, and so I could tell from my spirits, I get a little closer to the stage, get a little closer, like I'm at eye level with the stage, and suddenly this little spider jumps up and is right there, and I'm like, and they're like, "Am I fierce enough for you?" Yes, yes, you're a spider.
Yeah.
They teased me for quite a while. And that was both fun and like, okay, I don't know why I believed that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's 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 a wonderful thing to it's one of my first experiences with connecting to spirit and going into a meditation and finding my own spirit animal, and it's one of my most memorable experiences and it has never left me, and it is something that is always near and dear to my heart. It's very much it's more real than some of my other memories that I've had in this lifetime. It's really quite
Wow.
profound, so it's a lot of fun too. So
Oh,
it's yeah, it's about a beginning.
love to hear about.
Mhm, mhm.
Well, are you ready to read?
I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay. So I'm going to pick three ahead of time because we want you to be here when we take your question because we may need feedback, we may have questions. So the first one's going to be Gary for Grace. And then, actually, we're just going to go right down. Shara Goldberg Clark and Priscilla Lamacall. I hope I'm saying that right. Those are going to be the first questions. So please, I know you're probably all here, but make sure you say here. Oh, Gary, you are on top of that already. So, okay. Here is the first question. Okay, Amy Warrior Princess would like to know. Hello, ladies. Could you please ask my Uncle Kirk and my grandfather Claire if they are proud of how I am handling the things in this life now that my mom is close to transitioning? Thank you. Okay. So let's read for. Oh, I said Gary first and I chose Amy. That's okay. We'll go with Amy first and then Gary.
Well, Amy, what I hear them saying is, "Are you proud?" They say it matters not what we think anymore because we're on the other side. We know, we see your heart, we see your light, we see you, we see what you're going through, and it's important for you to be proud. It's important for you to be comfortable. It's important for you to be okay with your own um, growth or your own ability to deal with a difficult situation. And it matters what you feel about yourself and not what they do. And they're telling it from their point of view that what's most important is what you think. What's most important is what you feel. And they want you to know to trust yourself and to believe in yourself. And that's what they say.
Wow, that was beautiful. And it dovetails a lot what I'm getting from them. But what they're letting me know is that they are watching from afar and that they're so very, very proud of you, proud of what you're doing. And they're letting me know that they're going to be sending you energy through this because this is very difficult to do. It's really difficult to help your beloved mom through this transitioning. Okay, what else did you want to tell her? You're never alone in this. Even when you think you are, even when you're just alone with your mom in the room, you're just sitting by her bedside, there are angels all around you, watching you. They're watching you. They are really already in contact with your mom. Sometimes she's on the other, as closer she gets to the transition, the more that she's going to, especially like when she's sleeping, be on the other side. They say it's going to be a joyous party. It's going to be joyous. And they say, you're the hardest on yourself. We want you to take care of yourself a little more. Give yourself a little bit of grace. Give yourself a break. Don't don't go into the what if I had done, what if I had done. They don't want you to dwell in that. Just dwell on the fact that a beautiful, beautiful soul is making their transition. And they say love to you. That's what I got. Okay. Thank you, Amy Warrior Princess says, thank you, Terri and Jean. Thank you for letting us um, meet your uncle and your grandfather. It's really, really good. And so we're going to go to Gary. And Gary already said hi. Okay. So, Gary. So, this is a little bit of evidential mediumship here. Please, any message from spirit guides and who is around me. Thank you. Plus how to connect. So I guess just we're connecting to whoever wants to give him a message. Okay. Okay, Gary.
I do see a gentleman around you, and he's a little bit balding, and he has like a shirt that has a high neck on it, and he's like a counselor, but he's also a nature spirit. He's showing me he's in your family tree. I'm seeing a tree and I'm thinking it's a nature spirit. And he's like, no, I'm in his family tree. Okay. He's in your family tree. So it must be an ancestor. But he wants you to know that this is a very important time for you, Gary. He wants you to know that he knows that you are aware and open, and that you're searching. And he's saying that to trust yourself and to write down when you get little thoughts or little words or little pictures um, in your mind. And is that I just saw a picture of a mountain today, or a picture of a mountain just popped into my awareness today, or whatever it is, and keep that in a journal. And he's saying that you're opening up, and there's um, you are just coming into connection with your own spirit and with your spirit guides around you. I also see somebody with like almost like gray white hair, but their hair is like parted in the middle, and it like has that like high little hump in the front, and then it goes down. You know how if somebody has their hair parted in the middle and it has like the white hairs like that, but it doesn't look like all of their hair is white. It looks like right in the front their hair is white and the rest is like gray mixed. And it does appear to be a male with like wire framed glasses. And Gary, if you tell me this is you, I'm going to freak out. So that's what I'm seeing somebody very clearly like this. But I do feel as though you are right on the precipice of opening up and receiving. And in fact, I think that you already are getting signs, synchronicities, and messages. And you may not understand that what they are or how to describe it or what's happening. Yeah, so that's all. But there's lots of people around you. My right eye head is warm now. Oh,
Wow. That's interesting. Well, Gary, as I tuned into your angels and spirit guide team. And as you know, I kind of have a stage, and the stage kind of goes off into the future, down a path and all this. And they put you on my stage. But they dressed you up in a scouting outfit. It's almost like they took a little kid's scouting outfit, made it big, and put it on you. I mean, you got binoculars around your neck, you got the badges, you got a hat, you just got everything to go out into the wilderness, and they're guiding you out to the future. And they're letting me know that this year is a big year for you, that you are going to make many spiritual discoveries about yourself. Tell me more about the discoveries. They want you to go forward without fear. And in fact, as that you're learning and doing spiritual things, if that you suddenly feel fear, even, they want that to just focus your attention right away to look at it a little closer. Get curious. What does that mean? What is that? And draw a little closer, because you're going to learn a lot. And it may not actually be fearful. I often tell Jean and other people that as mediums, our job is, even if we see something scary, our job is to draw closer and find out what it is. And often we find that it's not really that scary. So they want you to undertake the journey this year of learning new spiritual things, of thinking new spiritual thoughts, of just expanding your awareness, and be that scout that's going out to investigate, to go out and learn new things, go out into the wilderness and learn. So I hope that helps you. I hope you can kind of understand that and go out there with curiosity. Okay. Well, thank you. Wow. And Gary, I hope your right eye is still warm. Or do you find out why it's warm? Okay. Thank you, Gary. And now we have Shar Goldberg Clark. And then I'll choose some more questions after that. Okay. So Shar, if you're here, just say something. I haven't been watching the chat. Oh, you're right here. Okay, good. You're here. Okay. her question is, any lovely messages would be amazing. Also, much activity in my New York space. Nothing alarming. Cat has been on patrol every night, so anything would be greatly appreciated. So she just wants a general message, and it might include why her cat is patrolling every night. Okay.
Chargold, are you open? Are you interested in crystals? I see crystals around you. And this will help you to acclimate or attune or just get into the not right frequency, but a frequency that is in your highest good. And if you do have crystals, use them. Sometimes people, would like to display them because they look pretty, but bring them close to you, have them, within proximity or on your person. Talk to them, nurture them. I see you with plants as well. I'm not sure if you are a homesteader or if you like to start, getting flowers and herbs ready to go. But they want you to work on nature, natural, soft, calming, energetic frequency of the earth. They want you to sort of get your hands into the earth, and the crystals are of the earth and they are grounding. And perhaps this whole thing has to do with grounding. You may need to be doing more grounding as well, but I do see you around, like just starting or, beginning planting or gardening of some sort, and crystals. But all of this has to do with grounding. So whatever you can do in order to do that. Mm-hmm.
Jean, she
Oh,
lives next to two quarries with quartz and bedrock ocean.
wow.
So lots of crystals. She has
Yeah.
them all over her and everywhere.
Wow.
Wow.
Good.
Yeah. Well, Shar, I got something just a little bit different, not particularly different because crystals will help you all the time for different things, but I got that because you're having so much action on your property, that you're receiving lots of spiritual um, movement, a lot of visitation there. Probably because you're so close to those crystals, that whole quarry probably is why your property is so active right now. But they're letting me know that they would like you to get a journal and talk to the energies that are coming into your property. When you notice something's going on, like you notice that cat's on patrol a lot, and that most likely there's some sort of spiritual visitor, they are encouraging you to talk out loud to them, to say, um, welcome. I'd really like to know who you are. And then write that date, write your question in the journal, and then wait for answers. I don't really know how long it will take to do this, but definitely I think you're going to be getting some answers. And just be aware that they could use any clair, whatever clairs you have, they can use to let you know that answer. Okay, what? Tell me why that she needs to do this. This is part of mastering your space. It's part of being in charge rather than just, being buffeted and around by everything and just wondering what's happening. I think they're slowly trying to get you to be in charge a little bit more. Maybe Okay, I would say probably set some boundaries. Boundaries are really important. If this is keeping you up, maybe your boundaries are going to be something like you can visit between 12 a.m. You can visit the times you can't visit. So I'm having a hard time saying this. You can't visit between 12 and 6 a.m. or something like that. So and they will obey that. You get to set that. You just talk with your guides and say, or even just say it out loud. I recognize you're here, but I need good sleep. And I want I'm willing to entertain you from these hours, but not these hours. So, okay.
Yep. She's very particular about her space, and she always sends love and has a white candle and says, go to the light. Yep. She
Okay.
said that spot on, spot on, spot on, for
Okay.
sure. Hmm.
Good. That's amazing that you live so close to crystals. And I know I've told Jean this one time I went to a fair at the beginning of the year, and all the all the crystal sellers had piles and piles of new crystals. And in every reading I gave, there was crystals involved. And I think it was because there was just so many new crystals there that it just kind of overpowered me. So great.
Yeah, and Turgold, if you say they don't stop all the time, it's not them, it's you. You're in control. They don't have the control. So
Right.
it's about you setting the proper boundaries and being firm and sticking to it. So
Yeah.
we're always
Um,
in control, and it just takes practice and understanding, and proper training will help you to do that as well.
yes. Okay. Well, thank you, Char, for letting us read you and read about your space. Okay. Um, so the next three are going to be Priscilla Lamicall, Karmic Karen, and Mary Kim. Okay, so just say hi. If you haven't said hi in a little while, say hi in the live chat so that we know you're here. Priscilla, you'll be first. I haven't seen you in a while, so please say hi, Priscilla. Oh, there you are. I'm here. Oh, and there's Mary. Okay, so here's let me just double check if, okay. She wanted just a general reading, but now she wants something a little different. I'm here. Thank you. So, if we have any guidance about love and general energies, if you see some vibes, let her know. Okay, so we'll just kind of do a general reading on your energy and love.
And Priscilla, are you currently in a relationship? Or are you currently single?
Not single, but just met someone.
Well, you call the shots, is what I'm getting right away, Priscilla. You have autonomy, you have your own likes and dislikes. It's really important to get to know somebody and allow them to get to know you without engaging in any promises or um, sharing of personal energies. It's important to get to know somebody and know who it is that you're, you know, spending time with. Um, you have, you've made, you've been successful so far, and this person needs to be respectful and honor that success and meet you where you are and not try and change you or not try and top you or not try and belittle you. They meet you it you know directly and honestly and respectfully, then that's how you know. I do feel as though this person is young, maybe has a little immaturity, maybe a little rowdy, or maybe talk about his buddies too much. I wouldn't worry about that too much. Sometimes they're a little, you know a little self-centered, that's fine. As long as towards you, your thoughts, your feelings, your facts, that he's respectful, that he doesn't belittle you, he doesn't try and say, oh, well, I did that. It's when it's in regards to you. If it's in regards to his buddies or something that he did, or a vacation, and and they did crazy, silly things, that's one thing. I do see him being just a little bit immature, and I don't mean immature like he could have a full-time job and his own place, but he's immature in the sense of knowing how to deal with a relationship, and that just comes in with experience. But that's fine. Um, um, it's important for you to still play the field, if you know what I mean. And I don't mean that in the worst sense. I just mean keep your options open. Don't just promise yourself to one person, and you don't want to minimize your options. Not that this person isn't going to pan out, but it's just not. It's not time to become exclusive yet. Not until more time has passed. So that's what I have for you, Priscilla. How about you, Miss
I
Terry?
immediately, when I tuned into her spirit, uh, her guide showed me this relationship like a vine, not like ivy, but like this little round leaf vine. And vines grow very fast. And I could see Priscilla, small, but like climbing the vines, kind of. And as I kind of got into this more to see like what is going on here. So the first thing that they're saying is, uh, don't go too fast. Vines can grow very, very fast. So you don't want to just completely lose yourself going so fast into this relationship. So take your time. Take your time here. They're also showing me that gardeners control vines. They sometimes turn them around and clip them, or they put them here or there. Um, and then I asked, "Is this?" I used my pendulum. Is this a good relationship for Priscilla? And they said yes. I said, "Is this a long-term relationship for Priscilla?" And they said, "We don't know. It's not written yet." And the more I tried to dig into that, the more they said, "We don't know yet. It's not written yet." So just know that this is something for you to develop this relationship. And I think what Jean's guides told her to say was perfect, the most perfect advice for this. So I'm going to stop there because that is a great way to handle a wild vine. So, yeah. Okay. Thank you, Priscilla, for asking your question. And now we have Karmic Karen, but I'm going to take a pause here really quick, just really quick for a little, uh, not an advert, but I was at a fair a couple weeks ago, and somebody in the chat came to my pendulum class in person. And I was so wound up about the class, making sure I started in time and got everything done perfectly, that I forgot to ask them what your screen name is. So if you came to my pendulum class, I would love to know who you are. So just shoot me a message in the chat. Okay, enough of the advertising here. Let's get a Karmic Karen. Okay. She would love to know the intentions of Aquarius. So enjoyed seeing you with Scott. Thank you. Okay, so I believe Aquarius is probably a relationship. Is that right, Karen?
Yeah, she did explain down here a little bit.
Okay,
Can I click on it?
go ahead.
She said, I didn't want to use the name, so horoscope doesn't matter here.
Okay, okay,
She just
great.
meant, yeah, and yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thank. That's a very good way to do that.
Mm-hmm. Ah, well, what are your intentions, Karmic Karen? Um, are your intentions to, you know, um, what I want to say is that we can't always control what anybody else does or thinks, and we can't always predict what it is that they have uh, plans for. But we can take care of ourselves and be centered and balanced within ourselves, that we understand that if this person is deceitful, that we'll see right through it, or if this person is two timing us, that we'll know and we'll figure it out, or if this person is truthful and honest, that we'll be able to tell that too. It's about how much do you trust yourself, and if you're unsure if of their intentions, I would easily and gently and kindly ask, I'm just wondering, what are your intentions? And just see what they say. If they skirt around it and they say that they're thinking about getting a job in, 3 states away, then that's fine. Like, there's no right or wrong answer to whatever that the answer to that question is, but it's important for you to determine what it is that you like or do not like, or accept or do not accept, about the answer that they give to that question. So it's up to you to be, you're in the driver's seat. Women always are. And I don't mean that, no disrespect to men, but in relationships, in the beginning with relationships, women are always in the driver's seat. If you're not, then they're controlling you. That men always, it's always the women's decision. It's always how the way the beginning of the relationship goes is definitely up to the female, uh, uh, or the more feminine uh, person. So it's up to you. It's up to you. If you want to know their intentions, it's important for you to ask. If you don't trust yourself, it's important for you to find out more information, or get somebody else's opinion and say, look, that so and so said this, this, and this to me. Should I trust them? Do you think do you think they'll really leave their wife, or whatever that is? Um, and and it's important for you to be as honest with yourself as you can. Like, if somebody is, two timing you or something, and you say, well, I really love them and they're just breaking up with that other person, you know it's always good to be on the safe side and say, well, when you're free and clear of that relationship, give me a call. If they really want you, they will end that other relationship and then give you a call. If they didn't, then they won't. And it's important for you just to be secure in yourself, that no matter what happens, no matter if they're lying to you, no matter if they have another person on the side, or if they're married, whatever it is, that you'll be okay, that you'll be strong, and you will continue to move forward. And do you know that woman? Her name is the Canadian dating doctor or something. She is phenomenal. I'm going to get you her link, because I'm going to tell everybody about. Now, I don't know how we got on love, but today's a love
It's a
show,
love
isn't it?
study, isn't it?
Terri, while you're going,
Okay.
I'm going to get the link.
So Karmic Karen, I mean, I'm rarely clairaudient, but they said loudly, they said, be real, be real. And then I'm like, okay, which real are you talking about here? And they said that they want you to be yourself. Don't, to be real with who you are. You know, don't let them slot you into a certain area that they think, oh, you're this, you're that. You know, you be you, you be real, and then that same be real goes completely with what I understood Jean to say, where that you set the tone. You, if they're doing something you don't like, you just address it, just plainly, easily, as if it's the most normal thing in the world, and then it will be the most normal thing in the world. But that is the most important thing, and they're showing me that you, um, I'm having a hard time, but they're showing me that you are a little bit sophisticated in your tastes. I like that, and it's good, and you should go ahead and acknowledge that. Don't let somebody say, "Oh, you're snobby because you won't go to the game with me," or something like that. Be real. Be real. That's the whole thing of what they're telling me is be real. You, just as Jean said, you set kind of the path that this is going to be in. And if they can't stay on that path, maybe they're not the person. Um, okay, I'm gonna end there. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was very interesting. Did you find the link?
I did. I popped it in there.
Okay. Where
Mhm.
am I?
She said we're both retired. She wants to know if they're going to
Oh,
be together because they're both retired. Good for you.
okay.
Good for
That's
you, Karen.
great.
It's never too late. It's never too late.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. Let's go back to the list here. Carmen, Karen.
And while Terry's doing that, I think it was Mary Kay was next. And I
I,
don't know if you want to pick the next two or if we have time for the next two.
um, let's pick the next two, and I'm going to go to the bottom of the list this time. So we get some.
So,
Okay.
Mary Kay, you're next. Just say hi.
And then culture envy and Jade. Thank you for writing those down.
I got him.
Yeah.
And Mary Kay is here.
Yeah. Okay. Mary Kay. I would love a message from my guides and angels. Okay.
Well, they're showing me beautiful lips, and what that means to me is that they want to show you affection, and it's important for you to show yourself affection. Be kind, be generous, be soothing, be sensitive to yourself. Um, and it's important that you do surround yourself with people who show you affection. There's something about affection that you really need somebody to give you a hug and go out and get one. Like not go out and get one, but make sure you ask for one when you're with somebody. Just say, "Can I get a hug? I really need a hug today." And if it's a friend or an acquaintance or, whoever it is, just ask them for a hug. And it's okay. It's okay. And it's okay to treat yourself gently and kindly, and just do things that would be equivalent to giving yourself a hug and being kind to yourself and treating yourself well. And, you know, um, I just feel like there's that need is what I feel. But that's what I have. How about you, Terry?
Well, I'm getting one picture from the other side, but two kind of potential meanings to it. So, as you know, I sometimes read on a stage, but in this case, the stage is way over my head. I'm way low, and not even normal low, like way low. There wouldn't be a stage like this built because it would be too far away from the audience. And your guides are over there and they're yelling at me. They're yelling down at me. It kind of almost like hey, we're trying to get a hold of you, but you're not listening. It's too far away. And then they kind of reach down and they bring me back up and they say, you're not meant to be yelled at. You are not meant to be yelled at. You are here to participate in the conversation, both in spirit and in person. So this is where I'm kind of thinking there's a two-parter here, that maybe they're asking you to pay attention a little bit more or to do more prayer or meditation with them so that they can talk to you a little easier. Or they're asking you to feel the nudges that they give you uh, every day. But the other thing is, I'm wondering, is somebody yelling at you, like a boss, or if somebody's not talking well to you, I think they want you to address that. And if you're having trouble addressing that, they're also bringing forth to me that maybe you call in some angels to help you. I love what Wisdom Seeker Joan says, who is not here today, but she'll be back. She has the most wonderful thing. She says, employ an unemployed angel. And all that means is there's a lot of angels just waiting to help you, but you have to ask them. You have to ask them out loud. So if you can think of a job, like I need a job coach angel to help me with this yelling thing, please send me one, then you'll get that angel to help you with this. Or if there's somebody not listening to you, maybe it's not, maybe this is talking about somebody not listening, because somehow it's about communication. Employ a communication angel. Do something to have them bring this in to help you through this time, because you're not meant to be yelled at. You're not meant to be misunderstood by somebody. Or maybe you're having a trouble communicating. So call them in and get some help here. Okay, that's what I got.
And she also says that she's been feeling crappy lately. It's important to ask for some help, Mary Kay. And I know that you might have some help, but ask for more help. And spend the money and get more help. Hire somebody to come in and help you, or call somebody to talk to, and or make sure if you need to get to a doctor or take care of yourself. It's very important that you do that if you're feeling overwhelmed.
Or like a
So,
counselor to help whoever's not listening to you listen to what you really need.
yeah. Yep. She says, I do get yelled at by somebody. You're spot on, Terry.
Okay, well, it was just kind of odd that they're yelling at me from their stage. So,
Hmm.
okay,
Yeah.
work on that. You,
Yeah.
just like they said, you're not meant to be yelled at. You're a
Yeah.
perfectly normal individual who can think for herself and doesn't need that kind of treatment. So,
Yeah.
okay,
Take care of yourself, Mary.
yes.
And call me if you need me.
Oh, thank you, Mary. Let's see. Did I say culture
Colt.
envy?
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, culture envy, you're next. Um, If you haven't said something in the chat in a little while, just let us know you're here. Okay. Well, I think, did you just, yep. Okay, here we go. I need to find a new job, but I am unsure of what to look for or how to seek. Spirit is telling me to get out of my current career track. Any messages on actions I should be taking now? Culture envy. I used to help people get jobs, so it would be helpful for me if that you would tell me kind of what career track you're in generally. That would be a little bit helpful because then I wouldn't have to search through so many different things.
Mm-hmm. And while you're doing that, I'm going to let you know that whatever it is that you love to do, whatever it is that brings you joy, whatever it is that people say, oh, culture always plans our parties. Culture always drives. Culture always has all the papers in order. She always plans everything. She always has the best recipes. Whatever people say that you're good at, or that you are good at, or that you really enjoy, find something in that vein. Like, if and look at it in an objective way. Like, does this mean I like to organize? Does this mean I like to be around a lot of people? Does this mean I like to work by myself? Does this mean I like to, and make sure you find something that you enjoy, that you already enjoy, that is something that you have always been good at. And that is a really good indicator of where we are going to be. And please, 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 please don't just look at the don't look at the salaries. That's gone. That's gone now. That's the old system. Our happiness is really paramount, and it's about what we're good at, and it's about what service we can offer other people, and really be the best at what we do. And sometimes it doesn't always matter what industry. It just matters if you're, like, you could be a event coordinator for a hospital, or you could be an event coordinator for um, for the SPCA, or the zoo. It doesn't matter where. It's just you're the event coordinator. So find whatever essence, whatever thing that you are good at, and find that type of a industry, and don't worry about if you can fulfill all of the requirements in the ad. It is, if you can hit the top few, that's good enough. You know what I mean? It's really about what you see yourself doing, what you feel that is in your highest, what would bring you the most joy. Um, and it really is very simple like that. It sounds harder than it is, but she's a marketing analyst. And does that make you feel good to analyze markets? I feel like you're a creative individual by night, and a marketing analyst by day. Um, I think you're a little. I feel like you feel a little more creative, and maybe that's a creative job. I don't know. How about you, Terry?
Well, so I have tuned in, and what they're letting me know is you have many ways to go. And a marketing analyst can be creative because you're analyzing the trends, and so you know where things are going. I would I would be willing to bet that you have pretty good psychic abilities. And that not only do you run these analyses, but you understand them deeper through a psychic level, what these really mean. And I think that's what's making you the most frustrated. Let me know if I'm wrong. But so there, I think this is a combination. I want to say, like Susan Lynn, this is a 60-40, 60 them, 40 me, where there's letting you know that you can break these up. You can go for any analyst job. You can go for any kind of social media, not just marketing, but PR and things like that. So there's a lot of things open to you. Everybody needs an analyst. Everybody needs an analyst, somebody who can run the numbers and really understand what's happening. And I definitely, from what I'm feeling from your spirit, that you're a very good analyst, that you can apply this very broadly. You're an excellent thinker.
I think it's a spiritual or a psychic knowing is what you
Mm-hmm.
is
Mm-hmm.
also a big part of it.
I
And
think
and
so.
that's a good indicator. When you're naturally good at something, it means that you're psychically inclined for it. I used before I knew how psychic I was, and I didn't know how much I used it in my job. And now I like, oh, that's why that always happened to me.
Mm-hmm. And me too. Same thing. I've been an analyst, and I've been a lot of things in the nonprofit world, and it's very very psychically driven, and so it can be a problem, especially when they say, "How do you know that?" And it's like, "Oops." Okay, so back to culture envy. You just asked the right question. Should you stay in your career track? You 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 should stay in the career track, but what makes you happy? Just like Jean said, what makes you happy? But you don't have to stay completely in the career track, because there's lots of places that need analysts. So if you don't like marketing, go to analyzing scientific things. Go to analyzing for a nonprofit that does something that you really love. Um, there's lots of different ways to use your marketing and your analysis. So think outside of the box. And they're also saying don't quit your job yet. Look for a job before you quit your job, as much as you can, because they do want you to remain taken care of. So,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah, you could be a marketing analyst for a children's hospital or for a pet rescue or for a startup company. And it really, it's what inspires you. And and then the talents that you already have or that you've learned in your by your degree is then you can apply them. But um, you know, be creative, follow your own heart, and take opportunities and tell other people what you do. Say, yeah, I'm a
Yes.
market analyst. I can do this. And, for any industry, I think that's pretty versatile. Mhm.
But even let's say you don't want to take an analyst job. Remember, analysts are organized. They know numbers. They know how to connect things, and they know what things don't connect. When it's it's when it's causal and when it's not causal. So take take a look at that. Okay. Well, Jean, we are almost at an hour. Do
We
you
have
have
Jade,
time?
I think. You said
What?
Jade. You did ask for Jade?
Oh, Jade, thank you. Okay, good. Yay. So Jade, and I think this will be our last one.
Okay.
Okay. And so I was going to ask you if you could stay for at least one more. So one more will be Jade. So here's Jade. Any messages from our loved one, Andrea? So Jade, if you're here, I hope you've said hi. Yep. Oh, maybe I said yep too soon. Are you here, Jade? And Jade, if you're here, what we'd really like to know is, who is Andrea to you? Oh, she's here. Jade's here. Uh, is this your mother, your sister, your aunt? Let us know. That would be very helpful. Okay. Yes. Okay. Thanks, Jade. Tell us who.
I think she's just a few seconds behind.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm still going to tune into her while we're waiting.
Oh, it's her sister.
Oh, sister. Okay.
She's with you right now, Jade. She says, "I'm here. I'm standing right beside you, sitting right beside you." She wants you to know that she absolutely adores you. And do you have long, straight hair? She's almost like moving your hair out of your face for you, or just like along in the front where she would move it out of your face. And she just says that she's fine and that she's in a very, very good place and that she's able to connect with you. And she wants to try and help you to move through the pain and to move past the circumstances around her passing. And I feel like it was traumatic, and that you are, it's almost like you're suffering for her. And she's saying, I am not suffering. I did not suffer. She said that all of that is gone and no longer. And she wants you to let that go. She's saying, like, if something happened, and I don't know what happened, but let's say she was in a fight and she walked out the front door and fell into a hole and never came out. I don't know what happened, but let's just say whatever it was that was going on right before she passed is no longer going on. And she's saying that she's whole now, she's fine now, that none of that is happening now, and that she is really at peace. And it was her opportunity to leave this world. And she wants you to know that she is that she's very much looking over after you and the family. And she's saying that it's okay. Like, even don't be mad at somebody who may have caused something or may have said something or didn't say something. She said, don't be mad at anybody. And especially yourself. Like, if you didn't call her back, or you didn't go last Christmas or something, or whatever it was, she's saying it's okay. It doesn't matter. It's all in the past. And she wants you to leave all of that in the past. And she's saying, I'm here now. I'm feeling I am like very well. Her well-being is well now. And she hopes that your well-being is well now. And she wants you to be happy for the life that she had on earth while she was here with you, and the sisterhood and the connection that you had together. And she wants you, when you think of her, say, oh, my sister Andrea was the sweetest. Not, oh, my sister Andrea passed because of this happened. And it is terrible. I'm not trying to diminish that. She just doesn't want you to live there and hold on to that aspect. She doesn't want you to remember her by the way that she passed, or how she passed, or the trauma that occurred. She wants you to remember her whole beautiful life, your whole childhood, all of the crazy things that made you laugh, all the things that you did with the family. And there's so much more to her that she wants you to remember her by. She doesn't want you to remember her by the way that she passed. So that's what she wants to say.
Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. So I see Andrea beside you, very close, but she's like sitting on a wall. She's sitting on a little wall beside you. Now, I can't tell what age she died at. I really can't, but they present to me whatever age they want. And the way her age that I'm seeing her, I would say is somewhere between 26 and 33 years old. And she is wearing the most magnificent coat I've ever seen. It kind of goes down a little past her knees, and she's got these black boots on that kind of have a stacked heel. And the whole way she's dressing makes me think she's kind of dressing in a slightly bohemian fashion. And I get the feeling from looking at her like this that she liked fashion, that she liked that she wanted to dress fun. And she's letting me know that she gets to dress fun all the time. She is showing me at this age with long hair. Um, and it's like she's just sitting on this wall watching you and she's eating an ice cream cone. So she's just there hanging out. And she's letting me know she changes her outfit quite often because she does like fashion. I would love to know from you if she actually loved fashion. Okay, so Andrea. Oh, she says, oh, she loves how much you and the family love her. She loves that. Oh, thank you.
She
Yep, she has
said,
long hair,
oh my God, she
long
said
hair.
she was that age when she passed, lives to dress like this and has beautiful long hair.
Yeah, she's a looker. And she knows how much you love her, how much your family loves her. She feels so perfectly loved over there, not just because she's over there, because you guys actually extend a lot of love to her. Okay, tell me more, Andrea. What do you want to tell Jade? Jade, remember the good times. Remember the times we laughed at each other. Remember the times we were angry at each other. All of those expressions, all the expressions we had were valid. It's valid. And she's referring to something I often say. She said, we didn't buy the baby ticket, meaning I consider this life kind of a ride that we stood in line for. We bought a ticket for, and my guides are fond of telling everybody, you didn't buy the baby ticket for the little ride that just goes around and up and down. She said, we bought the adult ticket, and it was lovely. And I'm enjoying so much watching you ride your ride. And she's just letting you know that there's no judgment on her part. She's just enjoying it. She likes to watch and say, "Oh, wasn't that tricky? Didn't she do the most amazing thing there right there?" There's no judgment in this. Okay. So she just wants to let you know how much she loves you and how really close she is. She's right in the background, sitting on that little wall, watching you, changing her outfits all the time and eating ice cream because they don't get fat. So they can eat ice cream all they want. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that's what Andrea's doing, and she is definitely loves that you guys think about her. So thank you for sharing her.
Very
Oh
nice. Very nice.
yeah. Well, Jade, that is amazing. Everybody, thank you for joining us. This was a great hour and 10 minutes so that we've spent together, and we really enjoy your questions. We like a good challenge, and I like that everybody's asked a good mix of questions, both mediumship and psychic. And I hope you'll join us again for this. Um, Jean, would you tell us one more time about your new class so that people can sign up if they want to go and learn about their spirit guides that are animals?
Sure. My website is sunpsychicjean.com, and you can just go to my website and then come over here to the events tab, and you'll see that the Meet Your Power Animal is right here, Sunday, March 22nd. You click anywhere in there and it'll tell you all about the class, all about what's to expect, and make sure that you plan to arrive 10 minutes before the start time. And when you go through the registration process, you will receive an email receipt. And when you receive the email receipt, save that. That has your Zoom link. That will have your Zoom link to get into the class. So you won't be prompted or reminded. You'll just have to remember that Sunday, March 22nd at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, that then you'll be able to come into class. But make sure you come in 10 or 15 minutes early. We're always there and just like to make sure that the audio is good and that everybody, we'd like to say our hellos and greetings and stuff. I do like to get started right on time. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Thank you, Terri.
You're welcome. Where if people didn't get their question answered today, where might they catch up with you again?
Well, that is a good question. Let me just check my calendar here. I'll be on Friday with Ginger Faye Tarot at 5:30 on Friday the 13th. And then I will be on again on Saturday the 14th with Daphne from Relax with Daphne. And then I will be on with Scott Scorpio Sun Tarot in the afternoon, and so on. So
Oh, you're so busy. You're always busy. I actually, for the next 2 weeks, have a lot of family things to do. So I will not be on camera again until our psychic triad, which is not this Friday, but the next Friday. And I'll be there with Jean and Terri Lee, and we'll be taking your questions. So that is our show for today. Thank you so much for coming. And yeah, Marilla, watch the replay. We had some really good questions. Thank you everybody for coming. Oh, see you
bye,
next time.
everybody. Bye
Yeah.
bye.